Okay, you guys, Kelley Flanagan and Pete Weber were just spotted hanging out in Chicago, and a few of our Bachelor Nation faves have thrown some shade. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so we can keep you in the loop and everything going on in pop culture. Okay, hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zaring.
And Woo-wee was yesterday a shock to all of us when we saw photos on TMZ of Kelley Flanagan and Pete Weber hanging out together in a kind of flirty way. He was literally slinging her over his shoulder. Like, I'm sorry, I don't do that with my friends. Actually, I've never been slung over anyone's shoulder except for when I was like 5. That's just weird. Like, what? That's something's going on here.
I have so many questions. First of all, when and how did he get to quarantine? Does this mean they've been quarantining together the whole time? Does this mean they had to see each other so badly that they broke quarantine rules? What is going on?
I know. So this is what we do know. Obviously, there were some rumors regarding Kelley earlier on. People thought maybe her and Peter were the ones that ended up together. Peter's mom is obsessed with her. She was randomly on After the Final Rose. There were rumors of Peter and Kelley hooking up the weekend of the Super Bowl. All kinds of rumors surrounding them. They seem to have denied all of them. Kelley said she was not dating him while on a red carpet like a few weeks back before the show was totally over. And Peter hasn't said anything. We haven't gotten any confirmation of any sort about these two. So we thought that was donezo. Then bring in Nick Viall, who was apparently getting real flirty with Kelley at Chris Harrison's party. He even posted a photo of them together that said, "She's not with Peter," and everyone thought they were dating. He did deny that they were dating, but something also seemed to be going on there because Nick posted the same photo of him and Kelley side by side with the photo of Kelley and Peter and said, "I stand corrected."
Here's the thing. I'm not even a Nick fan. Like, I don't really care about Nick. This happening, I literally think I was more shook by his comment and his follow-up post than the Kelley and Peter news. Because the Kelley and Peter news, I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, well, I mean, it's kind of classic Pete. He can't make up his mind. He's going to be going through this group of 20 women for the next 3 years trying to follow his heart and figure out where he went wrong. But Kelley, I expected more from. And Nick, I was like, oh, how did he get mixed up in all of this disaster? How did he end up snubbed? Like, what the heck?
Right? But the shade doesn't end there, Fiona, because our Bachelor fave, McKenna, also commented on this. So someone posted the photos of Kelley and Peter and said, apparently Peter and Kelley are in Chicago together right now, and I'm going to need an explanation ASAP. And this is not social distancing. McKenna then commented on that photo and said, are you ready for this?
I'm not.
Guess they didn't get the quarantine memo. And we all know, if you guys have been following McKenna on social media, she's been taking the quarantine and social distancing very seriously. She has not left her apartment. And I think this is day 13. I think it's day 13 today because she flew in from LA. So she's not happy about this. Nick Viall is posting about this. People were saying that ever since the photos of Kelley and Peter came out, Hannah Ann decided to delete all of the photos of her and Peter together. But even though their breakup was a bit ago, it wasn't until these photos came out that she made the call and deleted them. So there's a lot going on here.
That girl, first of all, Hannah Ann has been spreading positivity like nobody's business on Instagram. Every time I open my feed, I have a new inspirational quote from her, and I'm like, listen, spread your message, do what you gotta do, but like take time to heal because you've been through hell too. Like, she's really channeling this positive image that she's like self-caring and encouraging other people to self-care. And my thing is, like, that girl just keeps getting slapped from Peter Weber. Here she is living her best life, and then she spots him with second choice or third choice. When did Kelley even get eliminated? Like, he
Fifth, I think.
So unsure. And I feel like if I were Hannah Ann, I would just feel like, why did I even waste my time? That's what I want her next inspirational quote to be. Hey, what a waste of time. Better off now. XOXO.
Yeah. I feel for Hannah Ann because I really do think the girl's going through a heartbreak. I will say she was just on Nick Viall's podcast, and on the podcast she said, she didn't give details, and this is a whole other video, but that someone who is famous, she didn't say it blatantly, but it was very much implied, and probably an actor slid into her DMs, and she's very excited about going on a date with them.
Well,
so
good for
at least Hannah
her.
is moving on. We're here for that. But do you think that all of this shade being thrown towards Peter and Kelley is valid, or do you think it's more so unneeded, unnecessary?
Here's the thing. I don't feel like any of the shade has been like so, unless I'm missing some of it, like so aggressive. Like fans, I feel like are just like confused. Nick's, I totally get where he's coming from. Thought it was funny. McKenna's friends with Kelley as far as like we've seen. So, I mean, that's their own. I'm sure the context of the text, like the tone of it could have been anything. But I also feel like that's kind of valid. More than anything, my own shade I would throw at them is how and when did this happen? Because we're all supposed to be taking social distancing really seriously. So they are public figures and they should set a good example. If they've been quarantining together or they've been completely self-isolated and they know for a fact that they are both independently safe and then decided to come together and now co-isolate, whatever it is, all of this is so complicated. That's the only shade that I would personally throw. I really hope that they're continuing to set a good example because people look to them for that. Yeah, and aside from that, I don't think it's going to work out if they are dating because Peter can't make up his mind. So he'll be back with Kelsey in like 5 minutes.
1,000%. Yeah, I'm mostly upset that they're just not taking the social distancing seriously because they're out in public. Like Chicago is one of the cities that they're advising everyone to stay home. That's not just a California, Massachusetts thing. Like it's also a Chicago thing and a lot of other cities and states just in the USA right now. So I'm more disappointed about that, I will say. I think the reason, if I had to guess, knowing that Peter's a pilot and he is still doing his job, I'm guessing he just had a layover in Chicago. Regardless, I don't know why they were out and about. They also could have done, like, not to say this would be better, but I mean, they could have just gone to somewhere more private. They went out in public. Like there's eyewitnesses who talked to TMZ that said they were super flirty. Like they were not being that low key about it. I'm guessing in their heads, they didn't think anyone would care if they were in Chicago. Like it's different when you're doing this in LA because there's paparazzi and people talk and whatever, but maybe they thought it wouldn't be the case in Chicago.
I don't know. I just like out of all of the women on Peter's season that I thought he still had a shot with, I would not have put Kelley on that. I would put her at the bottom of the list. I wouldn't have put her on the list, period. So if he somehow figured out a way to win back Kelley, then pigs really can fly. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I'm waiting for one of them to say something because obviously like the rest of Bachelor Nation is saying all kinds of things about it. So we need a quote from Kelley and Peter. I'm guessing when it does come out, they're going to apologize for not social distancing, but maybe not define what really was going on there because I think they've been lying to us. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Kelley and Peter have a real shot? Do you think they just wanted to meet up because Peter had a layover? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. All right, you guys, that is all the time we have. But before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can keep up with all of our pop culture updates.
Then click right over here to watch another new video.
And as always, I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me on socials at Renee Ariel.
And I'm Fiona Zaring. You can follow me on socials at Fiona Zaring. And we'll see you guys next time.